Welcome, everyone, to Capella University Commencement. Please welcome the doctoral candidates for graduation. please rise as you are able, as we welcome Jen Burley-Bentz to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Burley-Bentz, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. So my name is Dr. Constance St. Germain, and I am the president of Capella University. Thank you. Graduates, families, and friends, welcome to our 54th commencement ceremony. Today is a day of joy, and we are here to celebrate something remarkable, namely you, our graduates. But before I go further, I'd like to recognize the leaders who are joining us here on stage today. And as I call their group, I ask that they rise. The honorable members of the university's Board of Trustees. Our Assistant Provost, the school deans, and our academic leaders. And to the members of our armed forces here with us today, thank you for your service. To the graduates of the class of 2026, congratulations. This moment represents years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, and you have earned every bit of this moment. With this degree, though, you are joining a select group. There are approximately 340 million people in the United States today, and of those, only 25% hold a bachelor's degree, 11% a master's degree, and only 4% a doctorate. So let that sink in. What you have accomplished is incredibly rare. And I want to tell you why it matters so much to me. So my grandfather was born in the early 1900s in Quebec, Canada. He was born on a farm, and he was one of 18 children. In the early 1920s, a severe drought struck the region, and the farm failed. So at just 13 years old, my great-grandfather sent him and a few of his older brothers south to the United States to look for work. And they landed in a small town in Baltic, Connecticut, and found jobs at a mill there. The Baltic Mill at that time was one of the largest textile mills in the nation. And at its peak, it employed 1,000 workers. It had almost 1,800 looms and 70,000 spindles. A few years ago, I've been doing some research on my ancestry, and I came across his World War II draft card from when he enlisted in the U.S. Army in the early 1940s. And on it, there was a line marked education, and in it, he had handwritten the words elementary. That word elementary has stayed with me for years because despite never having had the chance himself, my grandfather believed in education with everything that he had. He believed in it so deeply, he made sure that his son, my father, was the first person in their town to ever go to college. His son was not going to work at the mill. And he didn't know it at the time, but that single act of sending his son to college changed the socioeconomic trajectory, not just of his son's life, but of every generation that followed. That word, elementary, stayed with me. Because here was a man with an elementary school education who could never have imagined that one day he would have a granddaughter who would hold a doctorate and serve as a president of a university. So here is my message to you today. By earning this degree, you've not only changed the trajectory of your life, but you have changed the trajectory of the lives of generations of those who will come after you, people who have not even been born, and you will not even imagine the ways that it will impact them. So as you move forward, there's some things I want to leave you with today. The first is I want to encourage you to take risks. You took a risk just starting this degree program that so many never complete. The people who reach the end of their lives with the fewest regrets are rarely the ones who play it safe. At the end of your life, when you're looking back, you won't wish that you had taken fewer chances. You'll wish that you had given it everything that you had, even in the times that you fell short. So don't be left with a life of what-ifs. And here's the part that we don't say often enough. Chasing something new also means becoming someone new, and that takes time. So be patient with yourself. Growth is uncomfortable. It's hard, and it doesn't happen overnight. You are continuously becoming someone new. It's a process, and every step forward will bring you closer to the person that you are meant to be. So push yourself, yes. Be uncomfortable, yes. And give yourself grace while you do. Trust the journey. So congratulations, class of 2026. We are so very proud of you. Now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker and a friend, Dr. Linda Singh. Dr. Singh is the founder and CEO of Kaleidoscope Effect, a leadership consulting firm serving the public and private sector organizations. She has held senior leadership roles across academia, government, and industry, including leader in residence at Towson University, interim CEO of TEDCO, and managing director at Accenture. She is also a retired Major General with more than 38 years in the Maryland National Guard, Dr. Singh led the Maryland Military Department as an adjutant general and worked with international defense partners. Today, she is a board member, an author, and a speaker focused on leadership and resilience, and has received numerous honors, including the Ellis Island Medal of Honor. I'm also especially proud to tell you that she holds a PhD in organizational psychology from Capella University and she is a current member of our Capella Board of Trustees. So please join me in giving Dr. Singh, one of our own, a very warm Capella welcome.
So good morning. President St. Germain, Constance, thank you. Trustees, faculty, families, friends, the entire Capella community, graduates of 2026. Yeah. You know, when you read my bio, you see a lot of titles. Major General, Board Trustee, Executive. Now, I'll be honest with you. It took me a long time to get used to all of those different titles and how to use them all together. No matter how many titles I have, my daughters still call me Mom. And my husband just calls me Dukes. Now, that's a nickname from an old movie called Big Man on Campus. And don't ask, it's a long story. But my daughters will be the first to tell you that none of these titles get me out of answering their texts any faster. Some things that a doctorate just can't change. Now, what you can't see is the young woman standing here who once dropped out of high school, was homeless, and never imagined that I'd stand on a stage like this. And what you also cannot see is the first time that I ever walked across a graduation stage in my life was in 2019 when I received my doctorate from Capella University. I didn't walk for my high school diploma, not my undergraduate degree, not my MBA. Now, while I did walk for the master's at the Army War College, that was a very different platform than this. But I walked for my doctorate. Now, just think about that for a moment. Because it took me so many years, I'm talking decades. And because life has a way of interrupting us, sometimes it interrupts our plans. It's sometimes our confidence, and sometimes it interrupts the story we thought we were supposed to be living. Mine certainly did. There were pauses, there were detours, responsibilities, deployments, moments of deep uncertainty, moments when I questioned whether I could carry on everything that life was asking of me and still pursue the person that I hope to become. And I have a feeling I'm not alone in that. Because students like you understand something that most people never fully see. Adult learners do not earn degrees in perfect conditions. We earn them in the middle of life, in the middle of careers, in the middle of raising families, in the middle of military service, caregiving, uncertainty, and change. Some of you completed assignments after 12-hour workdays. Some of you studied in airports, break rooms, hospital waiting rooms, parked cars, kitchen tables that became classrooms after everybody else went to sleep. I know that feeling. And some of you hit the submit button at 11:58 p.m. with a level of faith and optimism that should qualify as its own leadership competency. And if you refresh that grade portal 17 times before midnight, that's also leadership. That's data-driven decision-making under pressure. And yet you kept going. That's not ordinary. That is bodacious. See, I began my doctoral journey in 2010 because I wanted to understand people, leadership, and change more deeply. I had spent years leading large systems implementations, and I kept watching the same thing happen. Organizations would invest in new technology, new strategy, and new process, and still struggle. Because the hardest part was never the system. The hardest part was helping people find their place in the organization and in change. I wanted to understand at a deeper level. I wanted my education and my lived experience to come together so that I could serve more fully, more strategically, and lead more wisely. Now, what I didn't know was how soon that all would be tested and whether my learning could hold up under pressure. In 2011, in fall of 2011, I put my studies on hold and deployed to Afghanistan. And when I returned home, things did not feel normal. The pace of life kept moving, but I was trying to figure out how to reintegrate into a world that looked familiar but felt incredibly different. I had to find my footing again in my own life. And thanks to family, friends, faith, and people who cared about me enough to walk alongside me, I began to settle. But questions followed me everywhere. Could I finish this degree? Could I keep leading? Could I keep becoming while life kept asking more of me? Some of you know that question. You may not have used those same words, but you have lived some version of it. You have asked whether you had enough left in you to finish that paper, to care for the family member, to show up for work, to lead the team, and still keep a little piece of yourself intact. That question does not have an easy answer. But answering it anyway, that's bodacious. In 2015, I became the Adjutant General of Maryland and a cabinet secretary. 90 days into that role, the Freddie Gray civil unrest unfolded in Baltimore. That moment tested every part of me. My training, my judgment, my values, my ability to learn, to lead, stay grounded, and to help others navigate uncertainty when the ground beneath them felt unstable. And in the middle of all that, I was still trying to keep my doctoral work going. There were days when I was leading through a crisis, fulfilling military and state responsibilities, and then trying to return to my dissertation with a mind that was already exhausted. I had to file for an extension. I had to revise, and revise again, and revise again. Anyone who's worked on a dissertation knows that almost done is not a timeline. It's a spiritual test. And there's nothing quite like submitting a chapter that you feel is pretty good, only to receive feedback that informing you your committee has identified 17 new opportunities for your personal and professional growth. Now, if you know, and I know that you know, and it's not that, this is not congratulations, right? Like this is congratulations, but something wonderful is coming for you. Now, I know the vision boards, they get a bad and complicated rap. Some people swear by them. So some people think that they're just glorified arts and crafts. I'm here to settle that today. I have a vision board that I keep updated. And I update it every year, by the way. And so what I will tell you, I had written on mine 3 words. And those 3 words kept me going when nothing else did. Dr. Linda Singh. Now, that wasn't about ego. It was about identity. It was about transition. It was a reminder that there was another chapter waiting for me, beyond the uniform, beyond the roles that I had already carried for so long, and beyond everything that I had already survived. It was proof, written in my own hand, that becoming something new requires being bodacious enough to name it before you can see it. And then 2019 came. After dropping out of high school and earning degrees that I never walked for, after deployments and reintegrations and crisis leadership and exhaustion and moments when I genuinely wondered if I had anything left, I walked across this stage, as you're about to do. I remember feeling nervous, excited, anxious, overwhelmed all at the same time. I remember doing everything I could not to cry, because that would be not good of a major general. Because something inside of me understood the full weight of what had happened. I had arrived. Not arrived as in finish, not arrived as in there would be no more challenges. I had arrived in the sense that I finally am allowing myself to stand in the fully meaning of my own journey. My husband was in the audience that day, and later he told me he became tearful watching me step into that moment because he knew that what it had taken for me to get there. He knew the long nights. He knew the moments when I wondered if I could pull it off. He watched me be bodacious, even when I didn't feel like it. And that is exactly why I understand the power of this moment for you. Some of you may be the first in your family to earn a degree. Some of you may be completing a promise that you made to yourself years ago. Some of you are standing here today after delays, setbacks, health challenges, deployments, grief, and seasons when life did not make room for your dream, and you had to make room for it anyway. So when you cross this stage, do not rush past the meaning of it. That doesn't mean stay on the stage. That means don't rush past the meaning of it. Let yourself feel it. Let your family feel it. Let the people who believed in you feel it. Let the younger version of yourself feel it. Because this moment is not about the degree. It is about every choice that has brought you here, every time you returned, every time you revised, every time the ground shifted beneath you when you chose to stand anyway. Here's what I need you to know as you step into this next chapter. The world will keep changing. Careers will change. Technology will certainly change. Organizations, communities, and the needs around you will change. There will be moments when you once again feel that ground shift beneath your feet. When that happens, stand strong. Stand strong in who you are. Stand strong in your values. Stand strong in your integrity. Stand strong in your humanity, and stand strong in the lessons that brought you here today. Do not mistake uncertainty for failure. Do not mistake delay for defeat. And do not mistake interruption for the end of your story. Interrupted does not mean finished. Sometimes interruption is where resilience is formed. Sometimes detours teach us what the straight road never could. Sometimes the chapter we did not plan becomes the chapter that prepares us for the very next thing. Graduates, you are not leaving here with only a degree. You are leaving here with evidence. Evidence that you can continue when life is complicated. Evidence that you will grow while carrying responsibility. Evidence that you will learn, adapt, lead, serve, and become, even when the path is not easy. In my work, I call this lava leadership. The idea that pressure, real pressure, the kind that forms slowly and silently beneath the surface, does not have to break you. It can form you. And like lava, which does not erupt out of weakness, but out of accumulation, everything held, everything endured, everything built up over time until the moment is right, your overflow is not accidental. It is purposeful, It is powerful, and it has been forming in you long before today. Because when everything else you have endured, held, healed, and harnessed begins to change the world around you, that's not just graduation. That is your overflow. And overflow is legacy in motion. The world simply does not need more people with PhDs. Well, actually, we do. It needs people with courage, people with compassion, people with wisdom earned through lived experience, people who have learned to be comfortable with uncertainty long enough to find the truth hiding in it. And this group chose the longest road. When most people stopped, you kept going deeper. You did not just want to know, you wanted to understand. You sat with complexity, with data, with questions that did not have clear answers, and you stayed anyway. You revised when you thought you were done. You defended when the pressure was highest. You earned the right to be called doctor, not just because you finished, but because you were changed by the process of finishing. That's what a doctor actually teaches us. Not the answer, but the discipline to keep asking until the right question reveals itself. So today, celebrate this moment fully. Take pictures, hug the people who helped you get here. Let somebody brag about you, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. And when someone calls you by your new title, don't shrink from it. You earned this. Your journey may not have been straight. It may not have looked like anyone else's timeline, but it was yours. And because you chose again and again to keep going, keep becoming, and to be bold when bold was hard, that's not just graduation. That is a declaration. Your story is not over. A new chapter begins today. Be bold, be grounded, be compassionate, be courageous, and above all else, be bodacious. Congratulations, class of 2026.
On behalf of everyone at Capella, thank you for that inspiring address, and please accept this gift as a small token of our gratitude. All right, now it is time to meet the candidates for graduation. As the graduates' names are read, academic and university leaders will congratulate our degree and certificate recipients.
First to cross the stage will be a virtual graduate representing all of the candidates participating through the webcast of today's ceremony. I proudly present to you all the candidates for graduation in absentia.
Just one for this one. There's only one in the first.
I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education and Supervision, Tiffany Davis. I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Business Administration.
Melissa Faye Shaner Maynard. David Anthony Marshall.
Do you want me to say this? Yeah. No, you're good, you're good.
Lisa Marie James. Alicia M. Parton. Antonio M. Moscatelli. Georgios Satilios. Hazar Amino. Chad Lemens. Danielle V. Whitney Chung. Dayan J. Green Evans. Andlieb Dombrowski. Judy Karasig Manalo. Erica Denson.
Michael Anthony Rush. Danica Wells.
Indira B. Dacey. Antoinette King Craig. Andrew Pagan. Riddhi Chai. Matthew Bueller. Stephanie Nichols. Brett Yo. Antoinette Simone Dyer Stewart. Brian Natal. Wilton Waverly. Devin Allen Fags. Frank Samuel. Xavier Godsey. Courtney Smith. Noel Bazuto. Danielle Jenkins. Rachel Logue. Erica Leigh Jefferson.
Milena Ramey Nietzsche. Jorobi Ehsan White.
Chanel Casey Butler. Risa Ramos. Denise Greaves. Dustin Scott. Geraldine Sorrell. Alexis Martin. James Osefod. Diana Armillines. Victoria Price. Pamela Finch.
Osmel Villarreal. Lakeisha Kashan Turner.
Fatima Donial Garris. Stephen Cervantes. Lee Lee. Michael Selapak. Araceli Allier. Miranda J. Matez. Karen Masters. Louise G. Morales. Stephanie Fusilier. Alexis Joyce Means.
Carlisha Baker. Beatrice Wilson.
Jonathan Fisser. Amber N. Vorse. Felicia Lamira Jackson. Juanita T. Hunt. Evelyn Denise Moore. Mona Lisa Gandhi. Shamay Nicole Jones. Lakia Danae Truesdale. Kaylin Marie Ziegler. Tarina R. Trottersperlin. Mark Blucher. Gerald Savage The Third. Colitris Haywood. Anna Marie Wright. Michael Wilkinson. Kumba Hannah Levy. Robert Whitley. Melanie Eve Tristian. Jessica Renee Salisbury. Yemi Aminat Osofowara. Elisha A. Johnson. Chantel Odidi.
Also being awarded a Master of Business Administration and a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Isaiah King. Megan Schwartz. I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Business Management.
Danica Marie Haben. Nikita Christina Shari Savage. Stephanie A. Clayton. Angela McFadden. Jessica Nicole Blessing.
I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Information Technology.
Jeffrey Scott Sexton. Javier Santos. Pamela Wright Gabbard. Michael R. Smith. Rhonda Mueller. Tennille Lewis. Deborah Dudgeon Zanders. William Calvin Witcher.
Malik S. Al-Amin, Veronica Mitchell.
Paul Abiola. Ricky Sewell. Tier Chanel Evans. Hamid Temitope Akibabu. Sean C. Brown. Dwamel McGill Sr. Marco Wesley St. Louis. Sean Trotman. Jared Dunzel Gibson. Deanna Patrice Dunning. Veronica Johnson. Glenn Lale Bernard Krinsky. Karen George's Ransom. Dhirender Kumar. Keith Moore. William Harris Sprake the Fourth.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Information Technology.
Yolanda Christina Reed. Ujvala Jukanti.
Is that Thomas? Who's this? That's Thomas?
Thomas Cox. Christina Ruth Bailey.
Okay.
Elaine Fortune Atemneng Kang.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Health Administration.
Anna Paula Bernards. Yaskana Classic.
Rita R. Fontaine, Markeisha Dawn Yakim.
John K. Bartz. J.J. Otupa. Mustafa M. Alokeli. Elisa Norris. Carlene Patricia Beckford Cole. Nakia Turner.
James, the thing's not scanning.
Ebony A. Balston. Augustine Okosun.
It just started beeping and it didn't scan, but it seems to be okay.
Mercedes Bowden. Brett Hoffman. Brianna Turktermini. Josephine Neal. Sabrina Jackson Cunningham. Ebony C. Singleton. Pamela Williams. Mariama Million. Shannon Dale Simpson. Makima Julia Davis. Maro Bon. Tashaki Nobrega Nobriga. Lizette Ramos. Valentine Dong. George Atang. Leslie Ann Perard. Taekwon Jordan. Leonie Rainin Farquharson.
Husband and wife.
I can do it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Nursing Practice. First across the stage, husband and wife, Dennis Benang Roy, Virgie Roy.
Sinu Punus. Donette Marshall Walford. Bernita Colley. Jennifer Freilich.
Adedolapo Agowunmoju. Brittany Danielle Thompson.
Marcella Manta. Theolanda Van. Lisa Ray Ayers. Christiana Abungpoka Nso. Sharon M. Underreiner. Christina Cattleman. Latrice Diana Page. Anna Turkala. Flor Marie Minardi. Jeline Borulik. Wadiago Mercy Iloka. Tracy Young. Yesenia Gomez Walsh. Gwen Anderson. Mercy Bola Gelly Ghana. Evelyn Essiet Billy Echo. Martine Gordon. Jennifer A. Brenner. Adrice L. Williams. Bianca Burnett. Jacqueline Nkiruka Okafor. Naisha Shanae Samaniego.
Ernestine Williamson, Kimberly Ann Sagabayan Meza.
Sevenice P. Charelas. Tiffany Rochelle Anzalone. Jaquilla Long Vaughn. Dalmira Amante. Kajessa Danielange Joseph. Olamide Temitope Kolawole.
Patience Karsten, and also being awarded a Master of Science in Nursing and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Shirley Petillon.
Latoya Morgan Ross. Tanya D. Scott. Gracelda Bautista Nebab. Francis George Dolimbang.
Sisters graduating together.
Ravinda Kaur, Harinder Kaur Dosanjh, sisters.
Kathy Renee House. Loyette Wong. Melissa Hunter. Martina Ward. Tracy and Frazier. Maria Shola F. Pasion. Angela Thomas. Latifa Folajaye. Christine Centeno Javier. Brittany Nicole McCoy. Saralina Maratas. Sharon Grace Santos Reyes.
Jennifer L. Revere, Sean Dwight. Dr. Dwight is also being awarded a Master of Science in Nursing and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Alexis Goss, Keisha Raquel Simmons, also being awarded a Master of Science in Nursing and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Oladapo Odubunni, Nadza Goodman.
Ayako Smith. Fayette Jones. Lucas Craig Christofferson. Mattia Greco.
Jennifer Marie Mary Catherine Armanwal. Sam Angelo F. Estrella, also being awarded a Master of Science in Nursing.
Jamla Rizek.
I proudly present to you
Agnes R. Zink.
I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice. I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Public Administration.
Martha Ray Wilson.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Psychology.
Samuel D. Murphy. Kathleen Carter Walsh. Larisha White. Saliha Akbar.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology.
Ramisha Castro. Angela Parker Blackshear.
Was this the card? Okay.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Public Administration.
Janice S. Harper. Elise Catherine Payugari.
She just wants the deeds. That's Arlene's.
Stephanie L. Barthélemy, Janite Darlene Correa.
The next one's just a single.
You are.
Nichelle Katrina Schuyler.
I proudly present
Gina
to you
McCall.
I proudly present to
Sherry
you
Allgood.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Public Health.
Gina McCall. Sherry Allgood. Nico Gallman. Pyle Dia Girwar. Johnny Witherspoon. Flandersia Jones. Stephanie Sean Coote. Olamide A. Fadamiro. Richard E. Longole. Dawana Shirley Brown. Christina King. Tamara Renee Robinson. Jessica Crumley. Abigail Mosentine. Natasha R. Lewis R. Lewis. Allie Ritchie. Somalia Farmer. Erlene Francis Romine. Lisa Biala.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Human Services.
Jamila McDowell. Vangiana Smith. Brittany Erica Sade Bell. Tiffany Von Schell McKee. Terry L. White. Gina James. Angie Gonzalez Rodriguez. Coyote Honvo. Angela Barnes. Tashanna Jasmine Ellis. Carmen Elliott. Lisa Jones. Anissa M. Haji. Julie L. Benjamin. Kateri Palmerai. Deborah Ellerson. Dwana Kalist.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Human Services.
Daphne Calix. Yvonne Denise May.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Education.
Amanda Nicole Taylor. Gina Maru Smith.
Okay. You say husband and wife, and then let's scan the names. Okay. Go ahead.
Husband and wife,
Maria R. Bolino. Dennis E. Belina. Jennifer Hilsman. Samantha Sherwin. Olga Han Hardy. Carol Sabatka. Azarine Mims Cameron. Amber Smith. Desiree Honorable. Tanisha M. Smith. Natasha Zikafus. Sharon Gary. Melissa Espana. Janelle Mickens. Brittany Yvonne Franklin. Morgan Nicole King. Connor Michael Shaw. Jennifer Marie Graves. Nicole Palacios Mendiola. Christy Michelle Perkins. Shirley Karina Sparuta. Kathy M. Goss. Kristen Bryant. Jamila T. Perkins. Ingrid Christina Davis. Nish Sanin. Tabitha Rubian Bilbao. Esther V. Carter. Anthony John Fernari the Second, Jill McKee Dorner, Tiffany Howland, William Caldwell, Morgan Taylor, Tastacia A. Covington, Laurel Daniels, Ayana Brown Smith, Brittany Simcoe, Katrina Nanhu, Sherry Lachelle Anderson, Natalie C. Lawrence, Jill Kimbarley Banks, Kirsten Aurora Bontrager, Keelan Cantrell Woods, Brandon Walker, Jametris Johnson, Kiana Morgan, Sarah Pratt, Crystal Nicole Corkland, Angela Charles, Nico Hendricks Gilbert, Ebony Spence, Sherry Tursten Jack, Jomia Mack, Wendy Scomar's Sunsire, Alia Christian Fields, Amber Eink Kentris, Dontriel Jackson Ross, Stephanie Coleman, Monica Jones, Crystal Page Charasani, Jessica and Koss, Courtney Milligan, Roberta Sims Heater, Shannon Ashley, Tatisha A. Beck, Yvonne E. Howe, Ashley Renee Trevino, Karima Martinez, Roland Timothy Hendricks, Charity Faye Willems, Kwame Andrade, Mackenzie Lynn Chrysler, Edilia Cooper, Maritoni Carase Carlos, Nia Peebles, Tawana Marie Murdoch, Chung Kon Tao, Scarlett Ludvigson, Jafan Anderson. Thurston Edwin Williams.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Education.
Anna Sempol. Wilda Black.
Second degree here. Well, just a change in it. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it.
You're good.
Christina Izararaz. Darcy Steinberg. Donald Eugene Crane Jr. Luther Kelly Kirk III. Michelle Noel Beeler. Karima D. Hughes. Selena Neal. Nakia Leanne Avery. Aaron M. Brinkley. J.C. Roberson. Dakia Washington. Christina Dawn Gum. Mindy Joe Potter. Courtney Smith.
Yolanda Goins, K. Patrick Grayleck.
Sabrina Nail. Vanessa McElveen Arline.
No card, but social work to be next. Okay, so we'll just do one for the next one. Wait, is this? Wait, is this? No. Latoya. Okay.
Latoya Siobhan Beal.
Yeah. All of them or just him? All of them or just me? Okay, all right.
I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Social Work.
Say his name.
Trayvon Birch.
Thank you.
He was business administration.
No, that's. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Yeah.
Priscilla Corson.
He was business administration.
Tara Rios Vega.
We told us one.
Yeah.
Veronica Coachman. Charisma Sparkle Charleston Pryor. Hema Hurst Shaw. Lateria Martin. Bertha Adriana Ramirez Magana. Lisa Woolrich. Bernice Beatrice Antoinette Morton. Monda Nicole Herring. Lauren Patrice Sullivan. Eddie Williams Te Forth. Candy Lyons. Jessica Villa Alicea.
These two should be read also.
Bria Escalera. Sandra Michelle James Saunders. Cheryl Ann Baldini. Lisa Savette Smith.
Demarius Payne. Barbara Thompson.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Advanced Studies in Human Behavior.
Mary Billingsley. Roslyn L. Burnett. Erica Patrice Wynn. Crystal Cummings. Roslyn W. Kwong. Kayla Patterson. Shanice Cheatham. Tatanisha Middleton. Amanda Lauren Bitterman. Tamika Jaleesa Watson. Shermora Johnson.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education and Supervision.
Patrice Danielle Murphy. Jenny Polizzi. Jonetta Tina Jennings. Jennifer Joan Kelly. China Lynn Smith. Olivia D. Estrada. Elizabeth White. Leah Johnson. Oluchide Ebube Onyeyerichi Jolie Frederick. James Slaughter. Tiffany A. Nolan. Katie Bridges McDaniel. Kelly A. Anders. Rima Tajdar. Alicia Emmanuel. Michelle Dunn. Donna M. Russell. Shalandra Macon Hollins. Whitney Olivia Height. Ashton Patmethus Keys. Elizabeth Schopfer. Tarshia Sharel Luma. La Niña El Hildorchi. Bria Kolb. Shaquanda Kenlock. Katrina Roshanda Holland Borks. Laveda Hill.
I proudly present to you the candidate for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Behavior Analysis.
Anne Schultz Metzger.
I proudly present to you the candidates for graduation with the Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology.
Leah Moreland. Tiffany E. Sumrall. Venny Sterling. Shamika Latoya Buffet. Nicole Feiner. Maricel Arad Silva. Brandy Dupermacy. Emilia Lomote. Kennedy L. Ohumeodi Fleming. Janelle Lewis. Edgar Javier Martinez de Boada. Melissa Delgado.
Emily Ann Acosta, Corey L. Clark.
Amanda Caroline Bertram. Jessica White. Chelsea Lee Howe. Julianne Marie Goodman King. Etisha Nicole Wilbon. Keisha Danielle Ibrahim. Akari Badal. Kimberly Dawn Olson. Jack Asun Efun Bateco. LaQuisha Morris Sally. Jessil Ramos. Catherine Salvatore. Nardon Marie Kenningham. Tracy Meyer. Berlisher M. Fleming. Shauna Latar King. Robin Sue Adkins. Andrina Buckley. Danielle K. Geske. Wendy C. Stanford. Maria V. Valerio. Maria de Jesus Lopez. Brett Allen Poe Jr. Fradina James.
Wamo Priscilla Ruiz.
Kristen Miller. Jasmine Hamlederi. Juanita Dudley. Megan Nicole Hobart Knock.
All right, thank you, everyone. The big moment is almost here. But first, I'd like to ask for your cooperation. When the ceremony concludes, please remain seated until the university leadership and our graduates have exited the ballroom. At this time, I invite our Assistant Provost, Dr. Maya Zelahich, to the podium and ask our academic leaders to stand.
Graduates, please rise as you are able. President St. Germain, as Assistant Provost of Capella University, I proudly present our candidates. Upon recommendation of the faculty and pending their successful completion of degree requirements, these candidates are wholeheartedly recommended for their respective degrees and certificates.
Thank you, Dr. Zelahich. Now, graduates, I enthusiastically accept the faculty's recommendation, and by the authority vested in me by the Capella University Board of Trustees, I confer upon all of you, those in this hall, those joining us remotely, and those joining us in spirit, the degrees and certificates you have so richly earned. Congratulations.
Again, audience members, please remain in your seats as our faculty and graduates exit the auditorium and head down to the first level plaza. Please remain in your seats.